This one seems like a banger. From horror recaps, we got murderers escape asylum and attend a Halloween costume party. That title seems a little too good that I just couldn't not watch it. You feel me? I feel like this has to slap.
That would
And
be a good time to run.
it's an AI voice.
No way you live. No way.
Welcome back to Horror Recaps. Today, I will be showing you a horror comedy film from 2015 titled The Funhouse Massacre.
The Funhouse
Spoilers
Massacre.
ahead. Watch out and take care. The movie begins with a female reporter visiting a top-secret asylum called Statesville Mental Hospital.
Wait, why the fuck does she look like that? What the fuck?
Female reporter visiting a top-secret asylum
I don't know why. It feels like, I don't know.
called Statesville
Man, I'm just
Mental
being
Hospital.
weird.
The director of the facility, Warden Kane, welcomes and takes her around the asylum to a hall he calls Supermax, where he begins to introduce the psychos.
She looks like
He starts
stiff.
with Jeffrey Ramsey, nicknamed Animal the Cannibal. He tells her Jeffrey was a famous chef accused of literally serving people to customers in a restaurant. Next is Bradford Young, nicknamed
so he was out
Dr.
here
Suave,
chefing.
who was a
He was going
dentist and has
crazy.
a belief that not every bad tooth could be removed. He would rather just terminate his patients with a drill to put an end to their suffering.
What? Wait, he was a dentist?
Young,
Wait,
nicknamed Dr. Suave, who was a dentist and has a belief that not every bad tooth could be removed. He would rather just terminate his patients with a drill to put an end to their suffering.
all right. So homie was like, damn, I can't fix all your teeth. Yeah, he gonna have to die. He gonna have to die, motherfucker. That's it for
They
you.
go to check out Walter Harris, aka
What
taxi
the
artist.
hell?
The director introduces him as having a bird specialty.
I can't fix
He
you.
has been accused
Only
of
death.
eating exotic bird humans. They go further to see another inmate called Rocco the Clown.
God forbid
Rocco
you have
has
a
been in
cavity.
prison for accidentally eliminating one too many of his opponents as an underground wrestler. Manuel Dyer, who likes to be called Manny the Prophet, is the last in line to be introduced.
Prophet.
His belief as a prophet is that the way to sit beside God is by burning to get rid of sins and then dying. So, he would set people on fire with or without brainwashing them. After the story about
I
Manny,
mean-
Quinn sludges a bit, while Kane supports her back to his office. At Kane's office,
If he
Quinn
was able to
tricks him
convince that
with
many people to
seduction
do
in an
it, then he's
attempt to
kind of
knock him
based.
out. Well, he falls for it and she reaches for a weapon with which she quietly eliminates him. To get the
What?
better of the guard outside, Quinn fakes a call for help and hides behind the door too.
Oh, so she
The
was
guard
crazy.
enters
Okay,
and She
cool.
quickly takes him out. She also takes his gun. Quinn immediately goes to the security room and shoots the guard. Then, she unlocks all prisoner doors and lets the inmates out. It later turns out she is Manuel Dyer's daughter. They therefore both leave the
I'm sorry. Are we watching? Are you and I, are all of us watching the same movie? When the fuck did this turn into Batman? When did the Joker and Harley Quinn just show up? What the fuck am I watching? So, what?
It later turns out she is Manuel Dyer's daughter. They therefore
What?
both leave the facility with the rest of the inmates. The scene shifts to a deputy sheriff, Doyle, trying to analyze a murder scene at
There's always a
hotel to
Sheriff
his
Doyle,
superior,
bro. Have you noticed
Kate,
that in these
but
movies?
gets
There's
it
always a
mostly
Doyle.
confused. Kate accuses him of holding the murder weapon without gloves and also tainting the entire murder scene.
He
She
definitely
later
just did
helps
that,
him
yeah.
out with a crime analysis. In another scene, a group of restaurant workers, Morgan, Jason, Christina, Danny, and Lori see the news of a Halloween maze concept at Macon County Funhouse, which is based on Manuel Dyer's atrocious crimes on
Dude,
TV.
and they're like, I
set
heckin'
to
love
start at 9
mazes.
p.m.
I
that
love
night,
Halloween
and plan to
parties. Let's go.
Soon, some other boys, Randall and Mikey, join them. They later set out in the back of Danny's car. It is revealed later on that the Funhouse event has been set up by a man called Dennis.
They're
who
like,
has
dude,
arranged
I
the
heckin'
funhouse to
love
exploit
funhouses.
people even
Oh,
though
man.
The press is against his entire program and its exploitative intentions. He also puts an electric fence around the funhouse to prevent people without money from entering. Meanwhile, Manuel
electric
cooks up
fence.
very dangerous plans to hijack the Macon County Funhouse event and turn it into a gruesome scene by involving all of the other 5 psychos like himself, including his daughter. The psychos enter the county and begin by getting rid of the real actors for the Funhouse event.
Oh,
It
damn.
may look confusing that the event is organized in a way that all the inmates fit in perfectly, but the truth of the whole matter is, Quinn used to be Dennis's girlfriend. So she only used the
What?
relationship as a scheme to gather resources for her father's evil plot.
She's so big brain. Holy shit. So they had this all planned out the entire time? Who does that? So not only did she, I don't even know, is she a real detective? Was she just able just to like go under the radar as a fake detective, or did she really take the time and become a detective? Did she climb up the ranks, being crazy as shit, become a detective, go in there and free all the prisoners, while at the same time also having a relationship with this dude just to convince him to do a fun house, just for her to put all the people conveniently into the fun house to kill more people? Why? Why? What? Who came up with this? What
They
is
later
this?
take Dennis out, and Manuel Dyer gains full control of the entire
Oh no,
event.
he's dead. All right,
Then,
now that was like
he launches
CGI
the
blood, by
party.
the way. I don't know.
Later, 2 radio DJs, Bob and Dave, arrive at the funhouse to cover the opening event. They meet Jeffrey Ramsey dressed as a sheriff at the gate post, whose mouth is thick with blood. He welcomes them, in a very awkward fashion, but they just don't understand why he has blood on his mouth. After the DJs get on the mic, a great number of people troop in for the event and go to different sections of the funhouse.
Oh
While a
damn,
group of
it's gonna
girls go to
start.
the taxidermist section, Walter Harris knocks out a guy in front of the girls. The girls just take it as part of the fun. Also, another set of girls go into Quinn's torture section with a guy, Robbie. Suddenly, the light goes out and Quinn terminates Robbie in the dark and also hides him fast. When the
Bruh.
light comes back on and the girls don't find Robbie, they assume he's just waiting outside for them. They go ahead to conclude that the funhouse is the best haunted house they have ever seen.
This
Only
might be the
Danny
last one
leaves
you've
the
ever
place
seen.
because he says it's too scary for him. Soon, someone puts a
See,
call
he's smart.
through to the
He
police
was like,
from the
you know
Macon
what? I
County
don't
Funhouse confessing about
I don't
killing
like
their own
it.
friend. Deputy Doyle becomes very alert and serious, but gets disappointed when the caller reveals that it's all a prank. At the funhouse, the restaurant friends first get to Rocco the Clown's section. They see Rocco snap the neck of a man crying for help. The friends are stunned at first and scared, but they later joke it off as part of the scare scheme of the funhouse. They move on to the taxidermist section and find lifeless bodies with their faces pecked off by birds. They also take it to be that the funhouse has only just made these things seem very real. In the meantime,
Not
Dr.
knowing that's
Young,
all real.
known as Drive, Suave suddenly emerges, scaring them. He then goes to put an end to someone tied to a chair. The group doesn't understand this. Jason even brings his phone out to take videos of the action. They also watch other scenes like the taxidermist pulling out a boy's guts and Quinn terminating a girl with a knife. Soon, they get
Oh my
out of
God.
the maze and are very
So
glad about the
they're not
scenes
gonna
they-
question any of that. Like, homie's literally digging deep. Like, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me them organs. You're not even gonna question it. I mean, I guess it's a fun house, right? It's a horror fun house. Maybe like they somehow made it to where they can do that. Maybe the actual body is like underneath and the body on top is just a fake body, and then all you see is his head pop up from top. Maybe.
have just witnessed. The 6 friends later divide into twos. First, Jason and Christina look for a bathroom to make love, while Randall and Mikey go to look for ice
Jesus
cream, leaving
Christ.
only Morgan and Lori together. The 2 also go on a date to play some games. In the bathroom, as Jason and Christina make love, Quinn shows up, peeping at them. She later goes into hiding until they finish making out. Christina stays back in the bathroom to fix herself up while Jason goes
Oh,
back to
she's
the
dead.
others.
GG. Rest in
Meanwhile,
peace.
Quinn attacks and cuts her face with a knife.
Oh,
Christina fights back but unfortunately loses to Quinn, who successfully eliminates
I
her.
mean, yeah.
Later, when Jason notices that Christina hasn't returned, the 5 others split up to look for her, thinking she's probably just lost in the maze. Around that time, a lady calls the sheriff's office when an attempt is made to eliminate her. Doyle receives the call but still takes it as a prank, even though it sounds quite real to him. Kate goes back to the murder scene at the hotel. She gets to know from a paper pinned to the wall that the perpetrators were from Statesville Asylum. She then goes to pick up Doyle
Almost dropped
when they
my tea
visit
everywhere.
Statesville Asylum. Upon getting there, they find the bodies of the asylum warden and guards lying about and immediately realize that the so-called prank calls are real. The psychos have been able to break free from the asylum and are now gruesomely haunting the funhouse. So,
Yeah,
they
they're going
rush towards
crazy.
the funhouse.
They're
Later
just
at the
having fun,
funhouse,
man.
Things begin to get real when the friends see Christina's body in the haunted classroom section. Jason, Lori, and Morgan rush into the classroom to get a better look. It immediately dawns
Then
on
they
the 3
slice the
friends
fuck
that the
out of her.
bodies sitting dead in the classroom are no less than real humans. Then the adventure of how to get away from the funhouse begins. First, when they get to the gate, they find it locked. Rocco the Clown emerges behind them, and before
Oh.
they could tell Randall to run, he approaches Rocco,
Big
who
dude.
just lifts him and smashes him on the floor, rendering him lifeless.
Bro,
The
he
others
killed
see
him
this
like
and start running
that?
for their lives. Next, Mikey trips and breaks his
Dude,
leg.
what's
so
that guy's
Rocco
gym
catches up
routine?
to
Oh
him.
my god.
The other three stare in horror
Holy
when
shit.
Rocco puts an end to Mikey with a sledgehammer.
Holy
As they
shit.
continue to run, they reach another impasse at the gate and try to go under, but Rocco catches up too quickly. He
I said,
grabs
come here,
Jason,
come here.
while only Morgan can get out, and squeezes him against the gate, taking him out. Lori, who
Damn.
also doesn't get through the gate, sees this and runs back.
So homie killed 3 of the main people off rips? He's OP. He needs to get nerfed in the next patch, honestly. He doing too much. He's way too strong. Like, dude, that's fucking
Back
crazy.
into the maze. The sheriff soon meet
He
Morgan
did that shit
close
like
to the
nothing. The
farmhouse.
other ones didn't even get a
After
chance to
he
do
has told them
none.
the entire story, Kate gives him
The
a
chick
gun to
got
fight.
1, and then he got
Danny
3.
also shows up to join the
That's
fight
imbalanced.
after understanding the situation. As Lori runs for her life,
Okay.
hiding here and there, she suddenly finds Dr. Suave torturing one of the attendees. She hits Dr. Suave and later gets rid of him in a fight, rescuing the attendee.
See,
Later at the main
justice
party,
for my
as
boy,
Bob
bruh.
and Dave talk on the stage.
killed out of
Manny
nowhere.
the Prophet shows up and snaps Bob's neck.
Mm.
Dave takes it as a joke as usual, as well as the audience. Dave, who doesn't understand, also gets exterminated with a mic stuffed in his throat by Manuel. It's a pity that the audience doesn't still see anything wrong. Kate, Doyle, Morgan, and Danny arrive just when Manuel is about to launch the final act of the event. Manuel first announces the truth of the event about actually killing people, but they laugh it off as usual. He soon launches the final act and the party disperses with the maniacs eliminating the attendees. Kate goes after Manuel at
Oh,
once
they
and
start,
instructs the others
bruh,
to
these
get
guys
as
are
many
really on
people out
a
as
killing
possible.
spree. That's
While they
crazy.
get a bunch of people out of the funhouse, Rocco attacks them.
Oh, Rocco
Doyle
like,
shoots at him
big
several
dog.
times but misses all his shots and Rocco hits him with his sledgehammer. Soon, Danny stabs Rocco in the back and they all run when they find out he's too strong.
Ah, damn.
As soon as they find Walter
Rocco
Harris,
couldn't get no more
Doyle
kills.
shoots him down. Then they split up to go after the rest of the psychos. Morgan, however, gives Lori a lip massage before splitting. Kate
Fair
sneaks
enough.
up
He could
behind
be, like,
Manuel
die
as he
right now.
keeps ranting on the stage and points her gun to his head. She also shoots him in the leg. When Quinn sees this, she darts a knife at Kate to rescue her dad, but Kate dodges the knife and Manuel gets away. So she goes after Manuel while Quinn follows her.
Oh, shit on the
Lori
case.
also goes after Quinn while Doyle stays to face Rocco. When Kate catches up with Manuel,
Wait, while
she puts a
Lori
bullet
stays
through
to
his head.
face Rocco?
Quinn approaches and attacks Kate from behind. Lori also catches up and joins the fight, but just as soon as Kate
Wait,
stabs Quinn,
wait,
Quinn
who'd you shoot? Wait, I'm sorry.
Lori also goes after, puts a bullet through his head.
Oh,
Quinn approaches
so
and
Prophet
attacks
down.
Kate from behind. Lori also catches up and joins the fight, but just as soon as Kate stabs Quinn, Quinn also stabs Kate back. Meanwhile, Morgan and Danny take on Animal the Cannibal and eliminate him.
Oh,
At the
damn.
same time, Doyle
I was
eliminates
fucked up.
Rocco. They leave without Kate afterward.
That's how my boy
Rocco later
dies?
emerges
Wait,
as they are about to leave the premises and attacks Morgan. He's eventually shot several times by the sheriffs and Doyle goes to finish him off after that. The police put the bodies in bags and take the survivors in an ambulance. They also
Jesus.
unsuspectingly take Quinn
Rocco is
because
my
she's
favorite,
wearing
low-key.
Kate's face and uniform. Suddenly, Lori, who's sitting in the ambulance, finds out and screams, but Quinn exterminates all the occupants of the ambulance and escapes into the streets. Soon, as if that's not enough, Rocco also wakes up in his body bag. Make sure to
Rocco!
subscribe and turn on
That's my boy.
notifications so you can
My boy right there. That's my boy right there. Get shot multiple times, get shotgun. My boy Rocco don't stop. That's my favorite, dude. I'm telling you. They need to make a sequel and they need Rocco to go crazy. What was this from? 2015? Dude, I need to find out later if they made a sequel. That's my boy right there. That's the hero. That's the star of the Funhouse Massacre. All right, that was pretty good.